was walking on my own. These streets, they're still reminding me of you. There's a girl, I recognize her curly hair, but not the guy that she's walking next to. And suddenly I start to see that you and me are done. How do I know my time is up when he's taking over? Why do I feel this much right now? Cause he's taking over. Love's never bothered me this much, but he's taking over.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another Being Mrs. Fraser video. We have a lot to get done and tackle in today's video. I thought it would be fun to share kind of like my morning routine this summer, focusing, you know, I recorded this on a Monday morning, so you know, it's a fresh week. It is actually after the holiday week, or the holiday weekend, the long holiday weekend here in the US. We had our 4th of July, our Independence Day celebrations, and so the hubby was home for 4 days. We did nothing but spend a bunch of time together as a family, and so it's just time to tackle some chores and just get the house reset and back into, you know, just everyday life. I do need to go ahead and restock some of our pantry staples. As you know, or if you don't know, if you're new here, we are on a journey of 1, saving money, and 2, just kind of trying to make everything from scratch as much as possible, as we work through the items that I have stocked up in our pantry and freezer and stuff like that. One of the new things that I have been making is bread. I purchased this bread machine from Kohl's. I absolutely love it. I do have it linked to my Amazon storefront if you are interested in it. It works absolutely amazing. We love it. We've made a couple different kinds of loaves. This is just the basic bread recipe, but I've also done the sandwich. I am very much looking forward to using it to make jam, and then also I have plans on making some pizza dough with it here in a few days. I'm so excited to try that out. But so typically on a Monday morning, this is what you will find me doing. Just kind of trying to restock the household, especially here in the summertime, when the kiddos are home. So that way, you know, they can grab stuff for lunch, they can grab stuff for breakfast, and all the things like that. You know, our summer routine is much different than a basic, you know, school day routine, since during school year, the kids eat at school, both breakfast and lunch. Our school system has free lunches and breakfast for the kiddos, and so we definitely, as a family of 4, take advantage of that. It definitely helps our budget and whatnot. So anyway, moving on, I am going to go ahead and prep dinner. This night we are having red beans and rice. This is my oldest daughter's absolute favorite meal that I make, and you guys, it couldn't be more easy. It's also extremely budget friendly. You know, we're just using dried beans. They're just small red beans that I let soak overnight, an onion, andouille sausage, and then a bunch of seasonings. I think I did already film this recipe for you guys, so I will try to find that for you and then link it up above, so you guys, if you are interested in the recipe, you guys can find that there. It is, again, absolutely delicious. We serve it over rice, and then on that night I did make some cornbread to go with it. If you guys are interested in a cornbread recipe, y'all let me know down in the comments, because I will be happy to share that with you. I actually have some black-eyed peas on the meal plan for the week, and I'm also going to be making some ham and beans, so I'm super excited for that. So I'll be making cornbread a few times this week. So if you are interested in that recipe, let me know and I will definitely film it for you guys. I am it's new because we are not using a box of Jiffy Mix or anything like that. I am actually making it from scratch in a skillet, a cast iron skillet. I did go get myself a cast iron skillet. I'm super excited for it. Of course, we are big fans of Buc-ee's gas station. If you are from Texas or the South, you know. I think most people in the U.S. know what Buc-ee's is. It's the Beaver gas station, and we absolutely love it. There is one not too far from us, probably about 15-20 minutes away, and so we go there regularly. Literally, like, most of my t-shirts are from there. So anyway, I thought it was just fitting to get a cast iron skillet from there as well. It is actually the Lodge brand, which, from what I gathered, I did my research, and the Lodge brand seems to be a good brand of cast iron. So real quick though, you guys just saw me open that can of tomato paste, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tip. When you have a little can, it is so hard to scrape all that out of there. So tip from Tammy: use the can opener on both sides of the can and then just push it through, kind of like a plunger situation. Do you remember when we were little, we had like the Flintstone push pops? Kind of like that. It just kind of pushes it right on out through the other side, and then you just grab the other end of the can and take it out. So it makes it definitely a lot easier to squeeze that tomato paste right through there. So anyway, yeah, so like I said, I got a cast iron pan. I'm super excited. Leave me all your cast iron tips down below. I know that there's like seasoning involved and proper ways of cleaning it, making sure that it's dry so it doesn't rust, and all the things. So I would appreciate your tips. This is my very first cast iron pan, and I couldn't be more excited about it. But anyway, next up, we are moving on to pancakes. I like to make enough pancakes so that way the kids have some for a few days. We just put them in a Tupperware in the fridge, and then they pull them out in the morning and just warm them up in the microwave or the toaster. Just super easy. Or not the toaster. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I did share this recipe with you guys not too long ago. We do make them from scratch. I love pancakes from scratch. We have done this for years, and they just make the best pancakes. It is so yummy. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these pancakes made, and while these are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and do some cleaning. We're gonna work smarter, not harder today. So, or what is it? Kill two birds with one stone. We're gonna work and get it all done while things are happening. Y'all know what I mean, right?
Here we are again. Take a good look around. It's the same place we always end up. You are my friend, so I can say a spade's a spade without being afraid. But if it's the last thing I'll ever do, I'm gonna get through to you. But how to do it, I wish I knew. Still, I'm gonna get through to you, to you. You know, if it's the last thing I'll ever do, I'm gonna get through to you. But how to do.
So I shared this recipe with you guys the other day. My little handy dandy pancake dispenser broke on me, and so that was kind of the point of me showing this to you guys. I love this pancake dispenser. If you guys make pancakes a lot, this thing is amazing. I absolutely love it. My first two I actually got on Amazon. They're really cheap. I can't even remember how much they are. They are linked in my kitchen favorites on my storefront, but anyway, this one is actually the Blackstone version of it, but still it's basically the exact same thing, but it just makes things so much easier when you are trying to get pancake batter on to the griddle instead of using like a measuring cup or trying to pour or use a spoon or whatever. I just absolutely love this thing. Now I will say it does have a lid, so things can't like fall inside or anything like that. If you needed to store your pancake batter in there. The other thing is to make sure that your pancake batter isn't too thick, because it will be kind of hard to get it out of the bottom of, or the little hole, the little dispenser part, if the pancake batter is too thick.
You got eyes like summer sky. If you're smart, could kill or die. And now it starts to rain, so let's enjoy it. I can't believe that this is real, and the way you make me feel, you make me wanna sing, and so I do. So if you want, I'll be right there. Anything you want for you, my sweetheart. I'll be by your side, and when I do get to see your smile, I'm up in the clouds and now we're apart. It will take a little longer to get you off my mind tonight. You keep telling me you're shy. If smart could kill or die, there's no need to rush. If something is meant to be, I really.
In the evening time, my girls do the chores for the kitchen. You know, after dinner, they clean up, put the dishes in the dishwasher, wash anything that doesn't fit. I absolutely cannot handle waking up to a dirty kitchen. Like, it is just, I can't do it. So if I didn't have my girls, I would clean it up anyway. And sometimes I do it. Sometimes I step in and just kind of do it and give them a little bit of a break. But we are a family. We all live here, so we all help out here in our household. It's kind of how things work here. I know that may be different in different households, but I think it's important to teach kids responsibilities and just how to clean your home, how to take care of your home, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that way, once they are out on their own, they are learning those important skills to help take care of their own homes, and potentially, you know, if they choose a family someday, how to take care of them as well. So anyway, that being said, since it is the next morning, I did want to go ahead and get the dishwasher emptied out. Now again, sometimes my kiddos will do it, sometimes I do it. We kind of switch back and forth on that. This day I did it so that way I had content for you guys. Also, actually, quite honestly, I was like, I'm standing here, I might as well just go ahead and get it done. You know, again, with that two birds, one stone type of thing, just kind of getting things put away. I also am very much a clean as I go type of cooker, chef person. I don't know. While I'm cooking, I like to clean as I go. That is what I mean. So I cannot stand having things like cluttered all over the counter and stuff like that. All the ingredients, as I use it, I put it away. If I have trash, I throw it away. I just don't like all the clutter. I feel like it just creates so much chaos. Also, as you can see in the little corner there, I did have a helper. My son was helping me dry the dishes as I washed them. I honestly don't know why I hand washed all these. Most of them could have probably went in the dishwasher, but it is what it is. I guess sometimes I just get satisfaction out of hand washing dishes, which is absolutely crazy, I think, because I used to absolutely hate hand washing dishes before we had a dishwasher.
Well, the morning came, you said it will. You said the bad will go away, but I'm feeling it still. I think I need to get out of this bed and go out for a walk
So now that the pancakes are all done, I also wanted to go ahead and make some eggs. A couple of my kiddos wanted eggs. My son wanted some over easy eggs. They are super easy now that I figured out how to cook them and not burn the bottom. So I did just put in some bacon grease. I need to start saving my bacon grease instead of buying it, but I do for right now use this bacon off, I think, bacon something, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but again, it's just bacon grease that we get at Buc-ee's, and then I just put some in the bottom of the pan. I let it get nice and hot, and then I will crack an egg, or however many eggs we are wanting, right over that bacon grease and let it start to warm up. I like to season with some salt and pepper, and then I will pour a little bit of water in there and then cover it up and let the tops of those eggs steam over. This way it is cooking the white of the egg but not the yolk. It can cook the yolk if you prefer it that way. You just would leave it covered for a little bit longer, but my son really likes his eggs like this. I love runny yolk eggs. How do y'all like your eggs? How do you prefer them to be cooked? I know most of my family prefers them scrambled. Well, I guess it's probably half is scrambled, half prefers the over easy. So how do you guys prefer your eggs? I'm curious to know. I used to eat them sunny side up, but I just don't like how gross snot like the egg white is on the top of them. So when I discovered over easy, I fell in love, and so then I had to find the right way to cook them. And like I said, this seems to be the easiest way. Pouring that little bit of water in there just helps, cause some steam, and then the steam cooks that white right up. And so yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some scrambled eggs cooked up here as well.
My favorite sweater, I wanna burn my stupid letters and box up all my things outside your door, 'cause I don't live there anymore, 'cause I don't live there anymore. No, I don't live there anymore.
As a family of 6, we have tons of laundry. Now, I have taught my children how to wash their own, so thankfully I no longer have to do that. But I do wash my husband and my laundry. So on this day, I'm just kind of getting it all together. So you guys will have to let me know. I know when I was a kid, we separated our laundry down and separated it like into colors. As I got older, I just started putting everything together, but then I noticed some of like my whites getting super dingy, and so I've kind of stopped putting them all in together. My husband's I'll throw all in together unless he has like a lighter colored shirt, which you guys saw me dig. You'll see me later on digging through his clothes to try to find lighter colors to put in with my lighter colors. I didn't used to like to divide our clothes, or not divide, to mix our clothes, because his clothes are typically work clothes. But now that he is no longer at the mechanic shop and he's doing other things, which I mean he's been doing for years, but it kind of isn't that big of a deal. But anyway, while I was doing laundry, I did notice that our dryer balls needed to be re-scented. I am just using it is I think it's called Narcissist. It smells so good. If you guys have a Buff City soap near you, it is basically a dupe for their Narcissist that I found at, I think it's like Nature's Garden or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the place is called that I got the oil from, but it is a dupe for Narcissist at Buff City Soap, and it smells absolutely amazing. I love it. I cannot remember. I feel like it has like different fruit scents, floral scents. I don't even know, but it just smells so good, so fresh. And so I like to make sure that I put the oil on the wool balls. And that way, the scent kind of goes throughout our clothes. It's kind of like a replacement for dryer sheets. So the wool balls will help, you know, it kind of helps move your clothes and stuff like that, and then dries them a little quicker. And then the scent oil helps, you know, give your clothes a fresh scent in a natural way without having dryer sheets that build up that like waxy residue and whatnot on there. So once I do put that oil on there though, I do need to let them sit for a good 24 hours, and then I'll let them dry in the dryer on a cycle all alone before we use them. So that way nothing gets kind of like no extra excess oil gets onto our clothes and leaves like little stains like that.
To leave, face the world on wheels, cross the borders of Morocco, take a journey to Dubai, fight the pirates stuck in Disneyland Paris, take a swim in salty water to this crazy melody, oh, and then we cross America.
I also like using the dryer balls. We've been doing a lot of swimming. I mean, we live in Florida, it's summertime, and so we've been doing a lot of swimming. And with swimsuits, you don't want to use lint sheets anyway, or dryer sheets, because that wax will build up on your swimsuits, and then they will no longer like moisture wick off. It just won't work correctly. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, now we're moving on. We're gonna go ahead and descale our coffee makers. We have both an Nespresso Vertuo or Vertuo, or however it's pronounced, and a Keurig. Now, we live in Florida. Our water is very hard. Someday I would very much love to put in a water, like a whole house water filtration system. However, right now, the best way for us to go about this with our coffee makers, we use the fridge to fill up the water. Because our fridge water is filtered. I will tell you though, our water here is so hard and has so much stuff built up into it that we have to replace our filter on our fridge every like 3 months. Back home in Nebraska, I honestly, you should probably change it out every 6 months, but our fridge back home in Nebraska, I think we changed it out like every year or more. Like, I did not even know that was a thing for the longest time when we moved into our old house. And yeah, so if that tells you anything, that's how bad our water is here. But anyway, the Keurig is super simple. I will say a lot of people will tell you to use vinegar. Do not use vinegar. Read your manuals. Especially with the Nespresso. The Nespresso literally tells you in the manual not to use vinegar. It destroys the insides of the machine. But anyway, for the Keurig, it's super simple. You just pour the descaler into the water container and then fill up that same bottle with water and run it through. And you basically just run it on a cycle until it clears completely out. Now, the Nespresso, you have to work with the little buttons here to put it into a descaling mode. You use the little packet of descaling solution and then fill up your water reservoir with water. And then it'll run through everything, and all that water will go through the entire machine all on its own. It does its own little program, where like the Keurig, I have to keep opening and shutting the lid, pressing the coffee cup button, every time it fills up. So both of the machines though, you kind of let the descaling solution go entirely through until the water reservoirs are completely empty, and then you move on to the next step. So while that's working its way through the machines, I am going to go ahead and just clean up the little parts and pieces that have all that built up coffee residue on it.
I'm dead serious, it's you or me, you best believe it. This is fatal attraction. These are times of crowds of passion. One of us gonna get hurt. Took a shot for the magic, but we're crashing into tragic. One of us gonna get hurt. How I love to see you cry. How I love to shut you out. Baby, I'm the gift that's never given. Whoa, I don't know what else to say to make sure you stay away. Baby, this is war, but no one's winning. Whoa, I'm dead serious. It's you or me. You best believe it. This is not a drill. This is fatal attraction. These are times of crowds of passion. One of us gonna get hurt. Took a shot for the magic, but we're crashing into tragic. One of us gonna get hurt.
So I think a lot of the coffee machines nowadays will tell you when your coffee machines need descaled. I think you only probably need to do it maybe 2 times or so a year on average for a normal coffee maker. Realistically, just depending on how often you use it, where you are, how your water is, and all those things combined, how often you need to descale. I think this is the first time I've ever descaled my Nespresso. Again, it will tell you on the Nespresso, the little button on top, the little power button will light up green and red. And then on the Keurig has like a little descaling light that lights up on the side where the refill water thing and all that is on the side there. So your machines will tell you when it is time to descale them. Again, like I said, it really just depends on where you are and how often you use your coffee makers, on how often you are going to have to do this. This is the first time I've done it for my Nespresso, and I think it's actually only the second time that I've done it for my Keurig since we have lived here in Florida. I think I did it like one other time back home in Nebraska when I first got my Keurig. So yeah, it's going really well. It's a pretty simple process. Once you get through that descaling solution, then you go back through and fill up the water reservoirs with fresh water, and those both run through the machines all the way through, all the way out, and then you're good to go. So super simple process. It's just really time consuming.
So many years have passed, but even though we were broke as hell, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything. If I throw a coin down a wishing well, I wish I could feel it again, the way that I felt for you then. I know you think of it too. They got him down and we ended up sleeping at the worst motel somewhere. We had rashes.
So I'm going to go ahead and just finish up by cleaning this little coffee bar area, move everything around, get it all cleaned up. Any dust or dirt or anything that gets built up back behind there, things get spilled, you know how it is. But anyway, guys, I hope this video was motivational for you, kind of got you in the mood to maybe do some baking or just some general maintenance on your home, on your appliances and stuff like that. I hope you guys will subscribe and stick around. I hit 3,000 subscribers, you guys. Thank you so much. I am so incredibly grateful for that. I literally almost cried. I can't even tell you how grateful I am for you guys to stick by me and just watch my videos weekly. I just can't. I appreciate it so much. But anyway, guys, until next time, I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
All of the things we went 'Cause even though